Hi there, I'm back to talk about my Anchor Bay collection this time. I don't think I've got them all, but they're kind of a little bit all over the place here, but I do have a nice selection of them, so I'm just going to go through them, let you know what I got, and let you know what I recommend. Number one, I guess right here is Dead and Breakfast. It's a horror comedy, a nice lenticular cover. I really did have fun with the movie. I recommend it, but you have to like the horror comedy types again if you're not, and if like the musical part bothers you, there is some music in the movie, and I did kind of find the music catchy, but that's all up to you. However, this one is a highly recommend. Hills Have Eyes. It's the original Wes Craven version. This is not the remake. There's Michael Behrman on the cover there. It has a great commentary. There is a second disc, and the second disc has a director's films of Wes Craven on it. It's about an hour or so long. There's a looking back on the Hills Have Eyes, another hour long feature on here. Make sure you do get the 2-disc edition. That is the one to get. There's a smaller edition, like a 1-disc one, but I would highly recommend you get the 2-disc one. It is a great set. One of my many horror legacy series ones, Witchboard, great film by Kevin Tenney. I remember seeing this for the first time because at the time, I'm a kid of the 80s, and back then soap operas were something that everybody watched. And Stephen Nichols, who played Patch Johnson on Days of Our Lives, was actually in this. So that was probably my first reason for going to see this movie. But it's a fun film. Again, commentary on this one is making of Witchboard. I've got to get back and watch this one again. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I recommend it. Very fun film. Next one's not for everybody. The Dead Next Door. It's J.R. Bookwater's film, and very creepy cover, isn't it? And it's different. I can't say that I've really gotten into this one as much as some of the other ones. It does have a lot of features on it. If you like this type of film, and if you like Bookwater, then this is probably one of the better ones to get. It's a decent film. Next one is kind of the older type. I like this one a lot. Actually, I'm an Anton Diffring fan. So, Circus of Horrors. This is not an ultra gory movie. This is back from, I think, the 1960s. And it's got there's not a lot of features on it, but it's a fun little film. If you like the older type, then you'll probably like this one. If not, then, it may not be for you. Picked up this one because I had fun with it. Motel Massacre. I am a slasher fan, so I will pick up anything like this. Kind of a creepy cover when you think about it. Some you may find it ultra cheesy or ultra creepy. It always creeped me out. It still does today, actually, when I'm looking at it tonight. So this is probably not the best thing before I go to bed. But hey, picked it up. Not too bad. I got it for really cheap. It's up to you if you like slasher films or not. It's not one of the higher ones on the echelon, but it's one that you may be interested in. Parasite. Early Demi Moore role. It's pretty cheesy. This is Charles Band directed, so I'm guessing this is probably one of the Empire Picture films. I'm a big fan of Empire Pictures, and it's been a while since I've seen this. I think this was shot in 3D when it originally came out. I'd love to see it back in 3D again. Screen Factory, there's a job for you. Parasite is don't remember it well. I remember that it had Demi Moore and one of the lead singers from the group Runaways. So, which is a group that I really highly liked back in the day. Parasite. It's a rent. Or watch out for a friend and decide if you like it. Maximum Overdrive. Stephen King directed this film. As far as I know, only this film. There's a reason for that. It does have a great soundtrack. And Green Goblin creature truck like that. Did I say it had a great soundtrack? You might be better off buying the soundtrack. My favorite of the Romero films. This is unfortunately only the 1-disc Divimax version. I do love this one, however. It does have 2 commentaries on it. One with Savani, who I find extremely fun to listen to talk, and I was honored to meet the guy, especially to find out it was awesome to talk to in person. Day of the Dead, get it. If there's a better version out there, get that. This is one disc edition. I've got the Bud figure. It's really, really cool, by the way. This is one that a lot of people are going to know, and it's going to be offensive to some. When you watch this movie, it's called Escape 2000. Most people, if you've seen the Australian documentary Exploitation, then this movie here is called originally Turkey Shoot. This is an extremely hard Anchor Bay movie to get your hands on right now. It's very expensive. Escape 2000 is gory, exploitive, cheesy fun. I thought it was hilariously great. If you're not into this type of stuff, you're probably not going to want it. But if you like that type of movie, if you like your exploitation and stuff like that, then yeah, you'll like this. Steve Railsback, Olivia Hussey's in this. Yeah, I know Olivia Hussey's not exactly the type role you expect her in, but she does a great job. And so does everybody. It's a fun film. Rent it, and if you can get your hands on it, pick it up. Next up is the original Silent Night, Deadly Night, audio interview, of course, attached a trailer, and Santa's best thing. Santa's Stocking of Outrage. Basically, it's a list of people that were talking about how horrible it was that this movie was made and Santa Claus as a killer. Best one, Mickey Rooney talking about what a travesty making Silent Night, Deadly Night was. Part 5, Silent Night, Deadly Night, The Time Maker. Starring Mickey Rooney. I kid you not. Recommended. But that was the original. That one's hard to get. Recently Silent Night came out remade, and I like that. So they brought out this. Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2. It's a 2-disc set which basically has that disc over there and Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. I love Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. It is horrifically bad, but funny as hell. It's got a great commentary. Garbage Day. Watch it. This one, get it. Seriously. It's fun. You will watch it over again. You will have friends come in and watch it and be marveled at the inaneness of the film. And yet, the entertainment value. You know what I think about these. Phantasm 3. Get it. It's Phantasm. Phantasm. It's Phantasm. This should be in your collection already. Highly recommend it. The next two. Demons. Produced by Dario Argento, who you know I like if you just watched the last video. And great film. I bought the original one. There's like a big edition out now, which I'll probably pick up down the road. The UK version and by Arrow Video, not the ultra expensive Snap Steelbook, which is insanely priced at $45 a Steelbook. No, thank you. Recommended, but get the Arrow version if you can. That's pretty cool. Demons 2, I actually like this better. Demons is great and hits back to the whole theater experience. But a lot of people, when you're watching a lot of your horror at home now, Demons 2 actually rings pretty true. I had fun with this movie. A lot of people said it wasn't as good, blah, 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 blah. Recommended on both those films. But again, get the Arrow video versions if you can. Those are not the best version of the film to get. Black Sabbath. Again, I think Arrow Video put out a better version of this, though I do love this cover. Even if I did get another version of this film, I would keep this for what's on it. I like the film. I can watch this movie over and over again. Mira Bava rocks. Highly, highly, highly recommended. Okay. Evil Dead 2. The one I didn't take out. That I know I've got, but I just am too lazy to go get it right now. It's also Evil Dead Ultimate Edition. Highly recommend that one as well, by the way. And the other one I have that I didn't bring out is Dawn of the Dead Ultimate Edition. Also highly recommended, both by Anchor Bay, both great editions. Evil Dead has 3 discs. I think Down to Dead has 4 or 5, and a comic book. And both I highly recommend, as I do Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. Very kinetically charged film, like extreme amounts of fun. This is going to fall over soon. Now here's just the 3 Anchor Bay Blu-rays that I got. I bought Hellraiser shortly after meeting Doug Bradley, who was an amazingly fun person. I gotta say, so far I've been lucky enough to meet my horror icons and enjoy them, and have them actually be nice. I highly recommend this Blu-ray, and this one, these 2 here, Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. I'm hoping that the better versions come out, but for right now these are the best you're going to get. Recommended, not highly. You might want to wait for a better version. I don't have the Halloween original, but I do have, and another one I forgot to mention, Halloween, the Divimax 2 Disc Edition with the 87-minute Halloween Cut Above the Rest documentary. Recommended. And again, for me right now, if I want to stay awake, it is definitely time for tea.